You probably think you're sleeping fine. 7 hours, maybe even 8. You wake up, feel okay, get on with your day. But here's what's actually happening inside your brain while you sleep. There's a specific stage of sleep, a window that opens for only a few hours each night, where your brain runs a kind of biological cleaning cycle. It flushes out toxic proteins, consolidates memories, literally repairs itself. And for 73% of adults over 60, that window is broken. Not because they're sleeping fewer hours, because of one specific mistake they're making, usually without knowing it, that destroys the quality of that critical stage. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that mistake is, what it's doing to your memory right now, and 4 specific changes you can make this week to fix it. Most people measure sleep in hours. That's the wrong measurement. Sleep isn't one thing. It moves through stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM. Each one has a different job, and the one that matters most for your memory and brain health is called slow-wave sleep, also called deep sleep. This is where the brain's glymphatic system, its waste clearance system, kicks into high gear. Cerebrospinal fluid pulses through the brain, flushing out amyloid beta, the toxic protein most closely linked to Alzheimer's disease. Your brain literally cleans itself, but only during deep sleep. And here's the brutal part. Deep sleep declines with age. At 20, you might spend 20% of your night in deep sleep. By 60, that number has dropped to 5% or less for many people. But the research shows that this isn't inevitable. It's being actively made worse by one thing most seniors are doing every single night. Here's where it gets important. The mistake isn't going to bed too late. It isn't screen time, though that doesn't help. It isn't stress. The #1 sleep disruptor for adults over 60? Alcohol. Specifically, having even 1 or 2 drinks in the evening. And the research on this is so clear, so consistent, it surprised even the scientists studying it. A study published in the journal JMIR Mental Health, using data from over 4,000 adults tracked via wearable sleep monitors, found that even moderate alcohol consumption, as little as 1 drink, reduced deep, slow-wave sleep significantly. The more drinks, the sharper the drop. Here's the cruel irony. Alcohol makes you fall asleep faster. You feel relaxed, drowsy. It feels like it's helping, but what it's actually doing is sedating you. Not the same thing as natural sleep. You bypass the normal architecture of your sleep cycle. You skip or compress the deep stages early in the night. And when the alcohol metabolizes a few hours later, usually around 2 or 3 a.m., your brain rebounds. Your sleep fragments. You wake up or you spend the rest of the night in lighter stages only. Your brain never gets the cleaning cycle it needed. Night after night. Year after year, and the memory loss that follows isn't sudden. It's quiet, gradual, easy to explain away. Here's the connection that makes this urgent. When deep sleep is chronically disrupted, amyloid beta accumulates. It doesn't get cleared. It builds up in the spaces between neurons. A study published in Science by researchers at the National Institutes of Health found that even a single night of sleep deprivation caused a significant increase in amyloid beta accumulation in the human brain, particularly in the hippocampus. That's the brain's memory center. 1 night. Now multiply that by months or years of alcohol-disrupted sleep. This is the slow mechanism behind what many people write off as normal aging. The forgetting of names, the lost words, the fuzzy mornings. It may not be age at all. It may be sleep. And what's in the glass next to the bed? Here's the good news, and I mean this. Deep sleep is recoverable. The brain's glymphatic system is remarkably responsive once the disruption is removed. Studies show measurable improvement in slow-wave sleep within days of changing the habit. Here's what to do. Fix 1. Cut the evening drink, or move it earlier. The goal is to finish any alcohol at least 4 hours before bed. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., that means nothing after 6 p.m. This single change shows up in sleep data within 72 hours. Fix 2. Lower your bedroom temperature. Deep sleep is triggered by a drop in core body temperature. The ideal bedroom temperature for for slow-wave sleep is between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Most people sleep too warm. Fix 3. Protect your sleep schedule. Your body enters deep sleep most reliably in the first half of the night, before 2 a.m. Going to bed at wildly different times disrupts this. A consistent bedtime, within 30 minutes, 7 days a week, is one of the most powerful deep sleep protectors known to researchers. Fix 4. Cut caffeine earlier than you think. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours. If you drink coffee at 2 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9 p.m. Move your last cup to before noon and watch your deep sleep improve within a week. Quick note, everything in this video is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. If you're experiencing significant sleep problems or memory concerns, please speak with your doctor. These tips are based on published research, but your situation may be different, and a healthcare provider is always the right starting point. So, here's where you are right now. You know what's happening during deep sleep and what's cutting it short. You know the one thing most seniors are doing nightly that blocks the brain's cleaning cycle, and you have 4 specific fixes you can start tonight. Your brain isn't done. It's still repairing, still capable of change. You just have to give it the conditions it needs. The next video is one you don't want to skip. It covers the one food that researchers now believe actively accelerates brain aging, and it's in most American kitchens, probably yours. It's right there. Watch it next.